All right, Jessica. Like old times, like back in March. Here we go. Hello,
All
Jessica.
right. Hi, is my audio good?
Yep, your audio is good.
Am
So,
I
what's up?
too loud?
No, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. All right. So the first question I wanted to ask you is, when you think of AP over, so the thought of AP over 9K, what YouTuber pops up first in your mind when someone says AP over 9K?
Tipster.
Okay, so I think what DJ Heartbreak was doing in this situation was he wasn't trying to get Tipster to. There was no guilt by association. There was no trying to get Tipster to answer. People were simply curious on what Tipster's opinion was. And even then, I don't even think DJ Heartbreak pushed Tipster to the point that he deserved to be blocked. But I have no issue with Tipster blocking DJ Heartbreak either, because if he doesn't want to read the tweets, whatever, if he doesn't want to talk about it, fine. However, my criticisms for Tipster was going on the spaces with DJ Heartbreak and flipping out on him.
I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, he went off on DJ Heartbreak. And I think all DJ Heartbreak was doing in the tweets was simply trying to provide context when mentioning Tipster. All he did was mention the background with Tipster, why he is associated with AP over 9K, who is AP over 9K. Like you cannot talk about AP over 9K without talking about Tipster. So that's really my take on the situation. And you can go ahead, Jessica.
Well, I mean, I agree with the take that, initially it was just about, the lore. And like I even told them, I was like, I understand that. Like there's plenty of lore that I'm attached to that I don't want to be attached to, but I just am. And so I understand that in order to tell the story, then that's not requiring him to do anything. However, when he got blocked, then he switched to the whole Tipster has yet to make a statement on the matter kind of situation. And then to me, that's there's associating Tipster with a backstory, and then there's associating Tipster with the allegations. And so he got blocked. He got pissed off that he got blocked. So then he decided, to me, associate Tipster with the allegations. Like, I think that's two different things. Like, I could understand, here's the backstory. But when an allegation happens and then people are like, oh, well, I want to find out what so-and-so thinks about this because you guys were on, like when flamenco thing happened, everyone was like, oh, what does Augie or Nick or any of them think about this? Blah, 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 blah. Like even Diva had a big thing about it. Like, oh, you guys, are associated with him. And Nick was like, no, we were never friends. And he was like, yes, you were, blah, 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 kind of situation. And that's how I think of it. And that's where I don't think Tipster's guilty for being her friend. And I didn't necessarily see any of that. But when you're friends with someone who's going through shit and people start bugging you for a statement on it, it's going to feel like, why are you asking me about something that has nothing to do? And then, of course, it's understandable to automatically think, are you guys just associating with, like, you guys want me to make a statement on this allegation because I'm associated with her, and then therefore, it just feels like guilt by association. Okay. I just don't know any other way to what other way would you associate someone with an allegation other than guilt by? So, oh, you're friends with her, so what's your take? You got to make a take on it. What if he's friends with her and he doesn't give a shit?
So that wouldn't be guilt by association. Guilt by association would mean that Tipster is somehow Tipster should be brought in and responsible for what AP over 9K did. No one was saying that at all. It was simply there were probably people out there that were curious about what AP over 9K's take was, or excuse me, what Tipster's take was on AP over 9K. The DJ Screwdriver tweeted out a couple times. This is the tweets that were in question that got Tipster frustrated with him. Hashtag Tipster News. Allegedly, Tipster's goth mommy friend, AP, got insulted by Spondyle in a Discord space and tried to own him by making her young child call him the N-word with hard R. He then tweets out the clip. He then tweets out context from Spurg Archives, which is a lot of the stuff that went through between AP over 9K and Tipster. He then tweets out also, AP is also known for saying the N-word on Tipster's live stream, unprompted because she was upset at DoorDash driver. The voice call literally said no N-word. And then later on, he tweets out, Tipster has yet to publicly respond to these allegations on AP. However, they did block me on Twitter after I made this thread and post the block. Now, DJ Screwdriver has said that he does not care that he was blocked. He was simply pointing out that he felt that it was kind of weird that he was blocked for tweeting this out. Also, Smaggle was unfriended on Discord because he asked what Tipster's response would be to this. And I think at the end of the day, it was simply curious because Tipster has been so connected to AP over 9K over the past year that when AP over 9K does something this crazy and this deplorable, everyone simply wants to see what Tipster's take is or what Tipster's going to say. No one, I think, expects Tipster to be like, you know what she did was super based, and I'm about this. I'm about this whole thing. Yeah, this is super based. Yeah. No, everyone's going to think, yeah, he's going to tweet out, this was deplorable, I disavow. That's what really all they wanted to see. So that's I don't think DJ Screwdriver really did anything wrong in this situation.
I mean, he really tweeted out that whole Tipster has yet to speak on this situation after he got blocked. So he did it purposely to poke the bear situation, like, oh, you blocked me because you assumed that I was, looping you into this. So now I'm going to loop you into it. That's how it looks like. I'm trying to think of another situation with the Creep Show art shit. When that first started happening, everyone was looping everyone that's ever been on our stream with her into it. And so much so that Ready to Glare, who didn't initially want to make a statement, had to make a statement on it because people were basically bugging her to make a statement, make a statement on this, make a statement on this. It had nothing to do with her. And yes, I understand wanting someone that's been close, that's been associated with someone. I understand wanting to make a statement, but if they don't want to make a statement and they're blocking you because they don't want to make a statement, I don't see how that turns into, okay, cool, now I'm going to loop you into it directly. That's what I thought. That's how I felt the second tweet was after he got blocked, was looping Tipster into it. And I did see a lot of tweets of people, just tying him into something. And I understand, AP over 9K, Tipster has a lot to do with her. But that whole situation that everyone's looping AP over 9K into, Muda and Dojangles were also part of it. Muda's also a huge creator, so why wasn't anyone looping them into it?
Because Mudahar is not really connected to AP over 9K aside from one situation. I don't think he's connected to AP over 9K at all. Dojangles had one situation where she went on a debate with Tipster, and I guess AP over 9K got dragged into it after that.
No. The whole debate happened because when AP over 9K, half of the DMs that were leaked were from Dojangles. She leaked the majority of because AP over 9K and her were close. Nobody remembers that.
Does AP over 9K hang out with Dojangles on streams? Does AP over 9K go on podcasts with Dojangles? Does AP over 9K hang out with Dojangles and servers? Do they have a lot of back and forth on Twitter? Do they have nicknames for each other? The whole thing was because Tipster and Dojangles seem very close, and they are associated with each other. When you think of AP over 9K.
AP over 9K.
Yeah, they are associated.
Dojangles.
Okay, Tipster and AP over 9K are associated with each other. When you think of AP over 9K, you think of the situations that involved Tipster. So it was simply wanting to know what Tipster's take was in the situation. Tipster does not have to say anything, and I don't think DJ Screwdriver was really wanting a take. He simply said that Tipster had yet to respond to any of the allegations on AP. He's in his right to say that.
Then why would he need to, though? Why would it even
because
become a thing?
because he's reporting on it.
Why would he need a statement from Tipster?
Because Tipster and AP over 9K are associated with each other.
But that's the thing. So you're talking about, oh, I don't think anybody actually wanted him to make a statement, and yet there's people that were wanting him to make a statement, and then it was a matter
Not
of
wanting, curious.
But that's the
Curiosity.
same thing. Curiosity and wanting are the same thing, Matt.
Not needing a statement, not bugging him for a statement, just being like, I wonder what Tipster's take is going to
be. There were people that tagged him for a statement.
Who?
Kino tagged him for a statement.
Okay, Kino's one thing, all right? Kino's not who I'm talking about.
Okay, so if I'm saying, well, I said people were wanting a statement. And so if you're getting a bunch of people that want a statement, and then you get DJ Screwdriver who tags Tipster News Team, not Tipster directly, but Tipster News Team, would you not? It's just like Tipster assumed DJ Screwdriver was demanding a statement, and he blocked him because he assumed he wanted a statement, and then DJ Screwdriver says he wants a statement. Like, I don't understand how saying he has yet to make a statement doesn't equate to you assumed he needed to make a statement. And then
I don't think anyone said he needed to make a statement. Like I said before, I think it was just people were interested in seeing what Tipster's statement
Why
would be.
was everyone so pissed off when he started blocking people who were talking about it? If he didn't need to make a statement, and if he why did it become, Tipster refuses to talk about it, so he's blocking everybody?
Because I don't think DJ Screwdriver was pissed, but people were getting blocked by Tipster when they were simply either reporting on it and simply talking about it and wanted to know why they were blocked. Now I haven't seen anyone like spurg out. I'm sure there were people who were spurging out. I'm not defending them. I'm defending DJ Screwdriver.
So DJ Screwdriver talking constantly about the fact that Tipster blocked him doesn't equate to being mad that Tipster blocked him.
I saw one tweet. Do you have others?
Yeah, let me go through it. So when he's replying, of course, a lot of the times when he's replying to me, it's constantly, he blocked me, he blocked me, he blocked me before.
Wait, in replies to you, that's him defending himself against you and arguing with you. I don't know if that's the same as him being like.
As I'm saying, I consider this playing guilt by association. And I said, and I showed the tweet, right? I showed him the tweet. And then he said, Jesska, first off, he blocked me before I made this tweet. So that's him saying, I did this tweet because he blocked me. And then... so
that's the one tweet, yeah.
And there's a lot of people. I'm scrolling through. I wonder if Nick or Bobex will be blocked for guilt by association. That's 2.
Well, yeah, that was actually a good point because
instead of answering my question, Tipster blocked my alt. That's 3. And on the alt, Tipster, I did not do that. Look back at where did I say you need to go over respond out that's going on an alt. I did, and then I did not say this, Tipster. You blocked me before I said anything about you not responding. I don't care if you say anything about AP. To be honest, you're lying, Tipster. That's 3.
That's him making his point.
And then he's the one who did. And then when Kino was like, hashtag me too for the Tipster blocking. That's DJ participating in it. And then also replying me too to everybody that said that they got blocked from Tipster. So I mean, really.
So like all these are like replies. These are not.
Okay, so if I go around and I'm replying about to tweets, to my own tweets, when I'm replying in a thread, my own thread, not even other people's threads, right? When I'm replying in my own thread about a situation, I'm not mad about it. Not like all the tweets that I had with DJ and everything, like it's a conversation.
But did I go out? Did I go out or did she go out, guys?
She went out.
Okay. All right.
See where I'm getting at? Like you're going to say, even though he talked about it over and over and over again, he's totally not mad that he got blocked. He's just replying about the fact that he got blocked over and over and over again to even people that are like to other people who said that they were blocked. He's going under their tweets to be like, me too, ooh woo. But he's not mad. He's just talking constantly about the fact that he was blocked. So like, and then there's past. You cannot tell me that in the past, when people even make just one fucking tweet about being blocked, from
you've done that a million times.
Of course I have, and I've been called a fuck. Like, oh my god, calm down. It's just a block. So what's the difference?
The difference is that he wasn't doing anything that crazy. Like, he wasn't adding Tipster over and over. He wasn't harassing Tipster. He wasn't asking for a statement. He wasn't being like, Tipster, you got to make a statement. You got to make a statement. Your whole thing was that people were using guilt by association to get Tipster to make a statement about AP over 9K.
We're talking about, hold on. When I said what's the difference, I was talking about what's the difference between him.
But the original art,
you're
bending that, you're twisting this into something else that is not. My whole thing.
I'm not. Yes, I asked. You said no. You made a statement that said I don't think he's mad about being blocked, and then so that became okay. So here's times that he was talking on Twitter over and over and over again about being blocked. How is that not him being mad about being blocked? And then you're like, well, let's go back to the original thing.
Yeah, because the original thing is what the argument was. You tried to twist this into something
no,
else.
I'm not. Something else came up. We can go back to the other thing, but answer me. What's the difference? So are you willing to admit, yes, he was pissed off about being blocked?
I don't think he was pissed off. No, I think he was naming joke around.
And I asked you, then I said, okay, so what's the difference between him constantly talking about being blocked and like me making one tweet about being blocked, not even adding anyone, just saying, oh, haha, someone so-and-so blocked me, or some other people like Smackle, like when he got kicked out of the fucking server or whatever he made one fucking tweet and people were like, oh, you're so fucking pissed off about blah 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 blah, you mauled over getting. People make one tweets about
Smackle
getting
made like
banned.
a depressed tweet. No. Smackle made like a depressed emotional tweet, sad that he got kicked out of the server. And I think he said other stuff as well. Like he got joked on because of the emotion he used in the tweet. Now, look, you can make the argument that DJ Screwdriver was mauling because he got blocked. Sure.
Okay.
But my simple statement was that the reason he got blocked doesn't matter because I don't care if Tipster blocked DJ Screwdriver. I was just simply saying that when DJ Screwdriver was reporting on AP over 9K, he added the context to Tipster, and it was not guilt by association. That's been my take the whole time.
No, I've held the take that his initial tweets were not looping Tipster into the drama. However, that other tweet where he said Tipster has yet to make a statement was like, so I can concede that if guilt by association is, oh, you're guilty for what she did, fine. But then what is it when you say, oh, if you don't make a statement, then like, what is it? Because wouldn't you see something like, oh, so-and-so hasn't even
guilt by association? Guilt by association would be Tipster's in trouble because of AP. Who pulled DJ in here?
That's I don't know, but
guilt by association is if Tipster should answer for AP over 9K sins and saying the N-word and making her kids say the N-word. Tipster needs to answer for this. In reality, people were just reporting on it, and because of Tipster's lore with AP over 9K, you have the whole he was AP over 9K tried to cancel him. Tipster forgave AP over 9K, and then so people want to know, like, hey, what's your take on this situation? He put his take out there. He disavowed, and then he went on a Spaces with DJ Heartbreak and DJ Screwdriver, and lost his shit and got kind of mad and shouldn't have done that.
I haven't.
But yeah, it's not guilt by association. It's not guilt by association. It's simply wanting to hear what Tipster's take is. And I don't think DJ Screwdriver was being a pest. You could say that he was memeing on the block like a lot of people do, like you've done, like I've done, like Nick's done, like many people. They've memed on blocks that they got blocked. They thought it was funny. I don't think DJ Screwdriver was actually angry that he got blocked. He was probably confused, but probably knew why he got blocked. but also thought it was funny. It is funny when you get blocked by Tipster sometimes, because he'll just hit that block button pretty quickly.
I mean, everyone hits the block button pretty quick. Well, not everyone, but people hit the block button pretty fucking quick. It's not just that was another thing, but we don't have to get into that. But so what do you think if Tipster hadn't made a statement? What do you think it would have become if Tipster just didn't make a statement and just blocked everyone that brought it up? You think that it would have become, oh, Tipster's protecting his girl, his goth mommy, or whatnot? Do you because trying to put myself, now I see a DJ Heartbreak. Now I get it.
No, I wasn't even saying. I wasn't saying DJ Heartbreak until people started saying it in the chat, and then now I can't get it out of my head.
Okay, well I see one, but yeah. that's my mindset is. So you're tagging me to make a statement. I don't want to make a statement, but now that you're tagging me to make, well, not tagging, but you're asking me or looking for a statement from me. I don't want to make a statement because she's my friend. And I don't know, whatever the situation is, whether he actually, didn't give a shit about the situation, or he did care about the situation, but he didn't know, he wasn't ready to say anything, whatever the case may be. But if in my mind, if something happened with someone I was close to, or even and vice versa, when the Rabbi Jane shit happened, people wanted to know if other people disavowed her situation, what she did, because they were associated with her in some way, shape, or form. And had many of them not made statements, Xylee was forced to make a statement by Redsky and them, but had they not made statements, then it would have become, oh, well, so-and-so supports so-and-so. Tipster must be protecting AP over 9K, or Tipster obviously doesn't care about, making kids say the N-word.
What's your point? What's your point?
My point is, thank you. But my point is, when you're tagging someone who's associated with another person that has something bad come out about them, then you are expecting a statement. I just don't understand. I don't know any other way around it. And DJ Screwdriver, when he got blocked, said that Tipster has yet to make a statement, which means that he's expecting Tipster to make a statement. Maybe not needing, but he's definitely expecting one, because you wouldn't ask for a statement if you didn't expect a statement. And then you're putting Tipster in a situation that he's being forced to do. You're making him make a statement about his friend that he probably wasn't ready to make. That's my point. And so that's why I didn't see the point in looping him in for a statement. Telling him, using him for the story, one thing. Saying, where's your statement, is a totally different thing. And I don't think I don't think that that's excusable as, oh no, they just said it. They weren't, I just don't, there's no point. Why does he need to make a statement? He wasn't part of it.
Okay. Again, DJ Screwdriver said Tipster has yet to publicly respond to these allegations. He did not say Tipster needs to make a statement. He didn't say Tipster should make a statement. He didn't say, Tipster, where's your statement? He was simply reporting that Tipster had not responded to the AP over 9K allegations.
And that's the thing. What was the significance of that? What is it? Why does his statement matter in the reporting? In the reporting of the story, why would the fact that he hasn't made a statement matter to the story? Because you can tell this, you can put him in the story, fine, because you're right. When you think of AP, you think of Tipster, fine. But what's the point of saying he hasn't made a statement? What significance does that have to do with the story?
So, DJ Screwdriver was blocked on Twitter. He saw that he was blocked, and he decided to tweet out the screenshot and say Tipster has not made a statement, hasn't released a statement. However, he did block me. So he was showing that he had not made a statement yet, but a block might be some sort of statement in the sense that maybe he doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay, and so, or a block could just be a statement of he thinks you're irritating.
You could speculate anything in
Yeah,
that sense.
I know, but that's the thing. You can speculate anything in that sense, but he's not speculating that the reason why he got blocked was because he didn't want to make a statement. Those are two separate statements. He has not made a statement about.
No, it's showing that Tipster's blocking people for like talking about the situation. I think that's what DJ Screwdriver was trying to do.
So if that was then why wouldn't the statement have been he blocked me because he doesn't want to talk about the situation? Why was it he blocked me? He also hasn't made a statement on the situation.
Tipster has yet to publicly respond to these allegations on AP. However, they did block me on Twitter after I made this thread.
Okay. I know. Those are two separate statements. The however grammatically breaks it into two separate statements. It's here's something that happened and here's something that happened.
I think he's trying to say he hasn't made a statement, but he did block me after I made the thread.
Okay, so
that's what he's trying to say.
Why is him not? That's what I'm saying. That's my initial question. Why is him not making a statement integral to the story of what happened with AP?
Okay, because they are intertwined. When you think of AP over 9K, you think of Tipster.
So
people are curious to hear what Tipster's take is.
Okay, that's exactly what I was saying. Is when he said Tipster hasn't made a statement, he's saying, I want to see what Tipster thinks about this situation. And that's exactly what I was arguing with DJ. And you know what? Like I said, I'm really bad at explaining things, but I really did. We looped about 5 fucking times and I made it in 5 different fucking statements that you're obviously wanting him to make a statement about the situation. And he's like, no, I just put it there like that. That's how it read to me. Like his explanation for putting that there was the same explanation he gave for hashtag Tipster News. That, oh, I just put it there because I put it there.
Okay.
And I don't understand why, like even the stuff that Hannah and everyone showed me where people were using hashtag Tipster News, all of that had to do with people in the community. So you're saying, oh, Tipster, you're involved with these people, hashtag Tipster News, Augie's jerking off on camera kind of situation. And none of it was like, oh, here's this random other niche community. Here's this true crime drama, hashtag Tipster News. I don't see anything like that.
Jessica. No one's gonna do a hashtag Tipster News. Charles Manson died in prison.
I'm saying, but you're like, oh, it's a meme. It has nothing to do with Tipster, but it obviously
it has something to do with Tipster.
Exactly, it does. It's a meme that's associated with Tipster. So when you do
that's the meme.
Tipster News, which is the same thing, like when Tipster started that thing, it was so that people could give him news stories, okay? To tag him, be like, hey, check this out. So then if you're hashtag Tipster Newsing a thread about AP over 9K, you're saying, hey, check this out. That's how it reads to me. Like, even if it in meme form, it's still, hey, Tipster, look at this. So in a sense, it is tagging.
Jessica, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Let me ask, do you think it was excessive?
What, the thread?
Yeah, the doing hashtag Tipster News. Do you think that was excessive?
No, I don't think
that was too much.
No, I don't think his initial whole thread not excessive, but to say that, oh, well, I wasn't trying to get Tipster to say anything about this. That's where my issue was. That was our argument. Was he initially it was. No, I wasn't even trying to get a statement from Tipster. And then I said, but here's this tweet that you made after he blocked you saying he hasn't made a statement. And then, so like, how do you hashtag Tipster News? One, let me break that up. How do you hashtag?
I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing.
Because you wanted a statement.
No, I would have just done it as a meme.
So
hashtag Tipster News, AP over 9K made her kids say the N-word, lol. The fuck? Question mark? That would have done the exact same thing.
Okay, maybe I think that situation was a little bit more serious than I don't think it was funny. Maybe that's where the whole underlying issue is I don't think what she did to that poor fucking kid was funny at all, because he did not want to do that. And she literally threatened to take his phone away if he didn't do it.
No, all right. Yeah.
So I don't think it's
I don't
funny. And so that's why maybe that's where I'm confused at using a meme. If it's a meme hashtag, using a meme hashtag on what I feel is a really serious story.
So serious stories can always be funny. You can create humor out of anything. Her kid saying the N-word is not funny. However, the situation in itself, the egregious, ridiculous situation, given the context of AP over 9K, is humorous and people laughed.
Okay. I mean,
but we can go back and forth for hours. How about I bring in DJ?
Okay.
And I'll turn into moderator, and DJ can because
this worked out so well the last time.
Yeah,
I won't rage quit. I promise.
Yeah. Because I don't like I'm speaking for DJ when he could actually speak for himself. Yeah. So I'll just bring him in. DJ, you there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's up?
Yeah, go ahead. You've been listening the whole time?
Not the whole time. I was at work for a bit, but I guess I got halfway.
Okay. Well, given whatever you've heard, if you want to make a statement real quick towards Jesska, you're welcome to.
Jessica, I don't really know the issue. Like, I'm just confused on what I did wrong.
So one, to me, you were bitching a little too much about being blocked, which is like, okay, fine. You were blocked, cool, but like I went through all the different times that you replied to other people about the fact that you've been blocked, not just me. And two was the tweet that you made after you got blocked, where you were Tipster has yet to make a statement, and so my whole issue with anybody that was like Tipster needs, like, it just seemed like why would he need to make a statement on something that has nothing to do?
Okay. He doesn't need to do a statement. I never said need.
Right. I keep on saying the word. You're need. Right. I need to stop doing that. Why would anybody? Yeah. Why would anybody? I don't like. I guess want or expect or like no expects the same as need. Okay. Why would anybody even?
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Yeah. Remember the John Swan situation?
A little bit. Yes.
Imagine if Augie or Nick didn't talk about the John Swan situation. I mean, it had nothing to do with them, but you kind of expect a statement, no? If like one of your friends does something messed up.
Didn't Nick not make a statement initially for the first thing?
No, he made plenty of statements. He made plenty of statements against Tommy, and like he had a hard stance for John Swan.
The dream situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before obviously the John Swan lie came out. So like obviously if someone like did something messed up or if someone's in drama, you kind of expect like your friend to say something about it. Like I did expect a statement from Tipster, but the statement I didn't expect was him blocking me. I did not expect that because I reported on the news. I didn't know.
How do you not expect
go on.
The person that everyone says is the biggest blocker in the community to not block you? I mean, I made a statement too. Don't get me wrong. He didn't block you because you. Like, I made a statement on it. I just didn't tie him into it at all.
I didn't feel like I was insulting. Like, I guess if you want to count the Tipster news like thing, like the hashtag.
I think his issue was everyone tying him into it. Like, I made my statement and it had nothing to do with Tipster.
If you look at my thread, the only thing I really said like directly was that he was her friend, which is true. And that's what Nick did. That's what Bo Blacks did. That's what everyone else did. I don't know why I got the.
I mean, you weren't the only one
end of the stick there.
I mean, Kino. I don't follow everybody that everything in improv.
And Kino did too.
Kino got blocked too.
I don't understand the consistency. It's very weird.
Well, like I one of my replies to you in my big thread that everyone took issue with about misogyny and sexism. Part of that thread was about the difference in how the creators treat each other as opposed to little like us or smaller creators. You know what I mean? And that's been known. Everyone knows about that. And I mean, a lot of people.
Can I say something? Like, this is not insulting. I kind of feel like you did the same thing to me. Not gonna lie.
Did I? Well,
You kind of didn't like listen to what I was trying to say, and you kind of just try to fit into your own box. That's what I felt like when replying to you.
I mean, but it wasn't you that I said it to, but like it's when I'm going through it when we're looping, like I felt like the same thing. Like neither of us were really getting what the other person was saying, but I know that it was probably and most likely me that was fucking up the explanations. And I tried to do it point by point, and we really did loop. And I wasn't like dismissing what you were saying, but it felt like we never got to the point of I feel like you said this because you wanted a statement, and you were saying no, like, and I think it was about the fact that I was using need, and so I got confused because I'm like, no, you obviously wanted this statement, and then but the way I was typing it out, the way I'm reading it right now, yes, I kept on using need and expect, and so I think that's where it came down to I think that's where the argument was coming down, because I was like, obviously you want a statement, and you were like, and to me, you were saying, no, I don't even care about that. I don't care that if he gives a statement or not. I'm like, well, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, if Tipster didn't, do you know that Tipster like kind of like subtweeted or not? Well, he directly tweeted, like he replied to someone talking about me on why they blocked me, like underneath a block. Like he was talking about me when I was blocked. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Well, that's the reason why things kicked off, really. I mean, if Tipster blocked me and I made that one tweet that you have a problem with, I was going to leave it at that.
I'll read this tweet real quick.
Thank you.
DeOrio Draws Commission says, based on what I've seen from the recent AP situation, why did Tipster block DJ Screwdriver for a thread that wasn't even about him, aside from a few name drops from past drama and clips? It makes him look horrible, like he's avoiding the drama entirely. Tipster replies, because it's fucking dumb that I am expected to respond to allegations that have fuck all to do with me. I'm not their handler.
I think I did see that.
Right. He also used the word expected, or like same thing with you using the word need. Like I didn't do that.
Yeah. No, and like when I'm reading it, and after me and Matt had our little thing, and he was like, I don't think anybody needs to, and you keep on using need. And then I realized you're right. I'm using need and expect, and it's not the same as want. Well, I expect is to me the same as want. Kind of like, why would you want something? Oh no, you're right. It's not the same. But anyways, no, I can see that, and I think I don't. And I know he did. He tweeted at me. He said, when I said like it just ruins the argument for me if after getting blocked they moved to do the thing Tipster assumed they did. He was like, Big O, they think I'm dumb. I've been around this community long enough to know what they're doing. When I saw that thread, I knew exactly what they and others were doing. And the motherfucker showed his hand with that tweet after I blocked him. I'm not stupid. I know what's up. And so
where was that from?
He replied to me. So Spondau quote tweeted me, and then I replied to Spondau, and then Tipster replied to me. So it's under Spondau's tweet.
Was Tipster's tweet referring to me?
Yeah, because mine was when who else was I? Frosty Shakes. I was replying to them. I said, if you are asking him for comment on the situation, you are asking him to make a statement on something he has nothing to do with. If you think he should make a comment on it, I'm wrong. I said, that is guilt by association, because you're saying you associate with this person, so you need to make a statement about it. And then Spondau quote.
And yeah, that's the thing. I didn't use the need.
Yeah.
That's like, you know.
Well, I made that. So my tweet was, if you think he should make a statement.
Should is a weird word. I think it would be better for him if he made a statement, but should, like, it doesn't bother me if he does or doesn't.
See,
then he ended up making a statement. So
he did.
Yeah.
He did
so like
a statement. I mean, don't they all end up making a statement after getting bugged to make a statement? So
Did I bug him too?
I mean, you weren't the only. So that's the other thing I was saying was imagine that something happens with your friend and then all these people are asking you for a statement on the matter. You know, me being the neurodivergent, mentally retarded person that I am, once that happens, I mean, I went on a blocking spree and my shit happened when Matt made me cry. So I went on a blocking spree and I went private. I just blocked everybody that talked about it. But it was a matter of I don't want to talk. I'm just nix it. So
Yeah.
I mean, so I can understand how the block happened. Now, why you specifically? No, but I can understand how it happened, and I don't see an issue with it happening.
He can do whatever he wants. He can block me. It doesn't matter really. But why is he gonna block me? Then like talk about me. It's weird.
I mean,
and not respond. And he didn't respond at the time about AP at the time. So it was very weird.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
he was just mad at me.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think he was when I don't think it was like just you. I think he was just mad about the situation and anybody that was tying him into it in some way, shape, or form. To him was.
Well.
Oh, did she leave? Did she break? Did she go to cry?
I mean, I thought it was nice.
Yeah, I think you're good. Here, she's back.
Back.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, thank you.
Holy fuck.
I was worried for a moment.
I don't know what setting it is, but when it's for some reason, if I don't move my mouse every once in a while, Discord disconnects me. And
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I guess you can chat in the stage, and I'm getting notifications for it, but it won't show me the chat. So that's bugging the fuck out of me. All right.
Oh, so maybe it's not just mine. It's just Discord in general. I don't know. Where's DJ? Oh, there he is. Okay, but I was saying, like, of course, it's understandable to the outside that tipsters associated with AP, and
Yes.
AP had some shit go down. Like even when the Craig shit happened, like Dojangles wasn't happy with people like asking her for fucking statements about the situation. She was like, no, we were just friends for a little bit. I don't know why you guys are even talking to me about that. But bullshit. You said that you've been friends for years. What are you talking about? And it's just like, I mean, I've done it. I've sat there and been like, oh, this is perfect. What do you say about this now? This person that you defended. So I mean, I've done it, so I understand it. But on the outside, on the other side of it, the person getting all of that is going to assume that you're asking for them to disavow their friend that they were really, really close to right after something happened. And so in their mind, that's why I told Matt, if in his mind, I'm pretty sure it was, everyone's asking me for a fucking statement. If I don't make a statement, they're going to guilt by association me in a situation. And so that's where the tie-in comes in. Like, and I understand from our point of view, from y'all's point of view, because it doesn't look that way, but I can understand if he didn't make a statement, then yes, it would have been, oh, Tipster doesn't want to, shit on his goth mommies kind of situation. Like maybe not you specifically, but everyone knows that would happen. I mean, people are still doing it on Twitter, I'm sure. I think Tipster just got a super chat from Gigi Evans about it, and I guess it's Gigi Evans. So like, what the fuck? But he said, I think he's live right now. Oh, it's Gigi Evans, shit. I can't, it's on the circle one, and I don't want to say anything.
All right.
I didn't know.
Well, Jessica, Nick wants to come in here.
Would you go ahead. Fine. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Bye.
Hey.
Hello.
Okay, I have a question. What the fuck does guilt by association mean? I keep hearing this thrown around a lot. What do you mean by guilt by association?
For me personally, what do I think it means?
In this scenario, how would Tipster be guilt by association?
I just said that. So if he hadn't made a statement and just ignored it, wouldn't that be people would assume that he is okay with the situation?
No, you're retarded. No one in their right mind would fucking assume that Tipster's okay with her baiting her child into saying a fucking racial slur. You're
Are
a
you
fucking
saying
idiot.
that?
That
Are
is the
you
stupidest shit I've
saying
ever heard.
that, like, when the John Swan Cammy shit happened, if you hadn't made a statement about it, or even the Dream shit, if you hadn't made a statement about it, it wouldn't have been like, oh, Nick's just okay with it because John Swan did it. Are you saying that's not the case?
Do you think
Because
if people looked at the Cammy shit, they would go, you know what? Nick totally agreed with smearing those guys as pedos. That's a great fucking point, Jessica.
Not agreed, but is not if
no,
disavow
it.
So
are you had a fucking meltdown for no reason about something small like he does every other day of the week.
What's the point of disavowing end towers then on your live, Nick? What's the point?
Well, because I don't want my whole chat filled with the fucking
You don't want people
like
to sit there like they used to do.
I don't want people spamming the N-word in my chat.
You don't want people to sit there and think like they used to do, that you harbored racist people, correct? Is that not something that people like?
I think I have like a video on my channel saying I don't even care if I don't care if racist people are in my fucking audience.
So no, I'm not.
As long as you don't do it on my fucking shit, yeah, then you could be whatever the fuck you want to be. As long as you're not putting me in a position where, like, I'm gonna get fucking banned or something, yeah.
Okay, so, no.
Or, like, harassing members of my community or something like that, where they would leave. Yeah, absolutely. I don't really give a fuck what you think of your personal
I understand you don't give a fuck, okay? But I'm saying the audience, there's people out there that still think you and Augie and them are racist because of people that you associate,
and that's perfectly fine. I'm not Tipster. I'm not going to harp on every single one of them. I don't care what random fucking retards on the internet say. That's Tipster's whole problem. Is that he gives up? Yeah, that's his whole problem. That's why people are making fun of him. That's why DJ Screwdriver is here in a Twitter fucking or a Discord space talking to you about it. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's the whole point. Is if he didn't, then people would be like, oh, he's just coasting.
What do you mean that's the whole point? Are you going like Eureka? I'm retarded? Yeah, no, that's the whole point.
You asked me what guilt by association was. I told you, and then you're like, that doesn't matter. And I'm like, okay, so you're saying
yes, I did. I said that doesn't matter. I don't think any single person who thinks that Tipster thinks like that fucking kids should be able to fucking say the N-word to own somebody in a Discord chat matters. I think all those people either lack oxygen as a child or they're probably some fucking bum sitting on Discord like you. Yeah, no, irrational. That's ridiculous.
I was invited to this Discord. I don't sit on Discord all day.
You could have fooled me. All right, I don't know. This is so stupid, dude. Yeah, this whole fucking thing is ridiculous. Tipster should have just ignored it or like not made it into like every single thing he has done has escalated this situation further than he cares. He's a pattern of behavior.
He cares about it because he cares about what other people think.
If he cared enough, if he really gave a fuck about this whole thing not blowing up, he'd have shut his fucking mouth from the beginning.
And then people would have thought that he was okay with it.
Unfortunately, Jessica, I can't treat Tipster like he's 17. He's like fucking 40 years old, all right? Like, he knows what's going on. He's not a child. I'm not going to sit here and coddle him. I mean, Tipster's reached out to me and asked me fucking not to shit on AP or whatever. Guess what? I told him to fuck off because I don't care. Yeah, listen, when you surround yourself, when I surrounded myself with John, people were like, you know, Nick, John's going to fuck you over. Nick, John's going to fuck you over. Well, John eventually fucked me over. And you know what I did? I went, well, I kind of asked for that, didn't I? When I fucking hang out with like a drug addict, fucking alcohol addicted whore who fucking has like 42 kids and STDs, and then she goes and does some crazy shit online, people are gonna go, hey, Tipster, what do you think of this crazy fucking woman that you're around all the time? And by the way, the whole like lol the fuck hashtag Tipster news has been a meme for like 2 fucking years now. The fact that you don't know what hashtag Tipster news is, like, it blows my mind. You have to be making that up.
Because I don't. Oh my god. For someone, because I'm not sitting there. I don't even get through half of my timeline when I go on Twitter, because most of the time I'm on Twitter just replying or fighting with people. So I don't go through half my timeline.
Yeah, maybe you should spend a little time reading.
Yes,
fucking be informed I don't go of what the fuck Twitter you're talking about.
To fucking read, okay? I go on Twitter.
No, you go on to spout nonsense and self-insert. Dude, when Tipster gets in trouble, here comes the harem of fucking squawking women who sound like they've been smoking 20 packs a day. Right? You're just this week's example.
Any of those bitches. You cannot tie me into the Tipster harem because I'm not.
No, but I can tie you into the misogyny problem in the community. Because when you get on every stream and sound like a dumb fuck, this is
how
why you're treated like you're a dumb fuck.
When I'm sitting there saying that Tipster cares? Like, you're sitting there like, oh, who cares? Fucking Tipster cares. And then you're like, well, he shouldn't care.
Man,
Hold on.
Tipster's being an idiot.
Exactly. But what does that have to do? Like, oh, great. I'm glad you don't give a shit. I'm glad the only thing that you care about is if somebody calls Zaptai a fucking pedo. I'm glad that that's the only thing that sets you off, Nick, is when someone calls Zaptai a pedo. So much so
and why do you get tears out of you? I feel like I'm going to get tears.
That you have to do a fucking little a truce because you molded so much that someone called your best friend a fucking pedo. I'm sorry that that's the only thing that sets you off.
Is Zaptai my best
friend? I don't know.
Now?
You sure as hell seem like it. You called him your really good close friend in your fucking video, just like Technicals did with Zero. Like he's, you know, I'm gonna be real.
Actually, Technicals said he wasn't friends with Zero.
Video,
yeah.
he said,
Technicals said he wasn't friends with Zero.
No, he just said I'm cool with Zero.
He said he liked Zero.
Okay.
Is that why you have so many like abandonment issues with so many people in the community? Do you think everybody who's nice to you is your friend, Jessica?
I think the only people.
Is that why you got mad after we did a half-baked review and like said you were like had crazy?
No, I got mad because I wasted $50 fucking on that shit that I didn't even get a fucking review over.
Dude, I'm smoking the Jessica pack with your $50.
Well, I mean, it must have been a fucking big ass pack. I don't know where the fuck you got it because it happened fucking almost over a year ago.
You sure got me on that one, Jessica. You were like.
But I mean, like that's probably why you got so pissed off. That's probably the thing that pissed you off about me was, oh my god, no, Jessica made an argument.
No, I got pissed off because you're annoying. You sound like a siren going off every time you talk.
Well, then why are you on here listening to it?
Because we were doing a raid, and then I came in here with Core Master, and I really regret that decision.
Okay.
You can go read my whole rundown of this conversation. It's up the thing. But I just had to come and ask you because I need to know what like guilt by association.
I told you.
Like
I told you already. I told you what it is already. You agreed that that's what it was, and then your only contention was you shouldn't care about that. You shouldn't care that people are doing guilt by association to you.
Yes, absolutely, because there's no such thing as guilt by association where Tipster condones the kid saying the N-word. That's fucking stupid. No rational person would come to that conclusion. Yeah, it's stupid, Jessica. You can loop it around and rephrase it and be like, oh, Nick, you're just so uncaring. You're just so liquid. You're so cold.
That's exactly what you just said. You were just like, well, why would I care? I don't give a shit.
No, I came in and said the things I just said. You don't have to rephrase them.
Exactly, but you're like, oh, like, this is guilt by association, and yeah, people will guilt by association with you, but you shouldn't give a shit because, of course, you don't. You know you don't care, or you know you don't avow it, and you know that you aren't okay with it. But fuck what everybody else
says. The men like Matt in this community will never understand what Xylee was saying here. You can ask Liana, Abby, me, her, Paige, Stardust. Ask any of the ones who went after Steffi, Asher's, AP. They have different stories for the reactions for the community than Smaggle, Boblax, and Augie, right? Right? It's totally rational.
It's totally factual. Let me ask you, when Bobax cried, did the stream go down? Yes, it did. Okay. When I cried, Tommy makes it into a dono sound. Okay. So yeah, there's fucking difference.
Who the fuck? Whoa, that was a wall you just slammed into. How many people at Boblax screaming, let me speak?
Hey, that was like, okay, so where's the,
Did you just hit 30? Because I think Jessica hit the wall.
I'm pretty sure I said crying. Where's the Boblax crying?
Yeah, that's the same clip.
Right no, where's the one of him crying? Show the one of him crying. Does anyone have that clip?
That is the same clip.
He whimpers 3 seconds after. Where's the 3 seconds after of him whimpering? Why is that not the donate?
So you're saying...
Do we play a dono sound of you whimpering, or do we play a sound of you spurting out into your whimpering? Like, I'm just wondering, like, what's the difference?
All the stream... No,
yeah, there isn't
my
one.
stream where I'm crying is still up. But it doesn't...
What do you mean?
You didn't request to take it down.
Did Boblax request to take it down?
No.
But it got taken down, right? Because Augie said...
Absolutely.
Word for word, Augie said, I'm not going to keep a stream up where my best friend is crying. Okay?
Okay, and then it got re-uploaded plenty of times.
By other people.
All over the internet. Just like if you walked over and said, hey, Matt, this makes me like look weird or whatever. Can you take this down? If Matt, for some reason,
it would be Xylee.
Even though, by the way, you're not friends with me. Oh, Xylee or whatever.
Yeah,
if Xylee took it down, it would be re-uploaded.
Also, wait, Xylee did take this It's a member stream now, right?
Oh my god.
It's a member. Like she took it
paywalled
away.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think she paywalled it. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
okay.
I'm not.
You got any other questions?
No. So there's Xylee stream that members can access.
Holy shit.
But then there's multiple
Roblox stream that's fucking everywhere.
My clip of me crying isn't everywhere.
You're the one saying it's different, but if you want to make arguments as to why they're the same, that's fine.
I'm saying you're talking about you're misogyny. Oh, people are treated differently, right? Yeah.
You're just saying random words right now.
Right.
Like,
okay.
All right. So yeah, I think Tipster spurred out, and I think that I think you're actually making it a little harder on Tipster. I got to be honest with you. I think if Tipster's watching at a Discord call, I think you should retreat back to the harem and pretend
there's no harem, but okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks for having me, Matt.
All right, no problem, Nick. Jessica, you got anything else you want to say before we end? Okay. I'm not bringing in Slug. I think he's the only one with his hand.
Why not?
Someone else.
Why not?
You want me to take calls? I'll take calls. All right, Leah, something. You're on.
Hey. Okay, so I have a few questions for DJ Screwdriver because
what's up?
You're upset because Tipster blocked you and was talking behind the block, or he was talking shit behind the block.
Yeah, the latter, really. Well, not really upset, just like strange.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna shit on you because lots of people do that on Twitter. So yeah, but you're not.
Sure. A lot of people do that on
Twitter,
but it's weird he didn't respond to the situation and then talked bad about me behind a block. Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. And then the whole guilt by association thing. I understand how Jessica is making that point. At the same time, when someone says the N-word or someone says a slur, it's guilt by association can't be applied to the person that said, or the friend of the person that said the slur, because the community knows that Tipster never said that slur, and it was in fact AP over 9K.
It's not even saying the slur is the issue. It's the kid saying the slur, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
I agree that it's not Tipster's fault whatsoever, and it will never be Tipster's fault what AP did. And
I get how sometimes in the community it's always important for a bigger creator to say, I disavow this. But I do agree, sometimes Tipster doesn't, and Tipster is awesome. He's a great friend. He's really cool. Sometimes Tipster doesn't know how to handle a situation and doesn't handle it the best way. Like today he blocked. Mm-hmm. I wasn't really upset that he had blocked you because you've been talking, or there was a back and forth between you and him the past few days. So I wasn't surprised by that.
I don't recall the back and forth we had.
I don't think you've ever liked Tipster, DJ Screwdriver. In fact, you've never even liked me because I hang around Tipster.
Do you have any evidence behind that?
You talk shit, which I'm okay with.
I poke fun, yeah.
Which is okay. I'm okay. My feelings are not hurt.
But that doesn't mean I dislike Tipster.
But there's been a back and forth between you and him.
The back and forth where he sometimes blocks me, sometimes follows me, sometimes blocks me.
Where you poke fun and he rebuttals or goes back at you.
Does he ever rebuttal to any of the things I've said? Besides today, obviously.
Not directly, but indirectly he'll.
So what is he doing then?
He'll just tweet back at you or tweet about you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen you.
I'm looking
at Tipster, and he goes back at you. There has been a dialogue between the two of you. And
it's probably been so long.
It hasn't been just
no. Yeah, this has been going back. Even so far, I'm in April. But the problem is, I know that Tipster deletes his fucking. So I don't know if this is Tipster or somebody else
Yeah,
where
like
the reply is like,
I mean,
Sweet.
yeah, we had disagreements and he's blocked me in the past, but like I don't understand how this makes me like a hater.
but, I mean, you tweet about
I'm
him
not
quite
saying that you're a
lot.
hater. I'm just
Well, you
saying.
said I never liked him. I disagree with that.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's my assumption that you don't like him, and I
I think you
apologize
can
for
make
that
the
assumption.
argument for Connor. Connor is a hater, right? Connor hates Tipster a lot.
I
don't-
literally okay, listen. I literally took at Banisterno and gave it back to him.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's
I didn't know
confusing
that.
because I just
But
got-
So
I
you're
made
just
it.
gonna say that I dislike him because we had like
I
guess,
just admitted to an
arguments before?
assumption. I just admitted to an assumption. I
Okay,
made that
thank you.
assumption.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Like I said, I was not surprised that Tipster had blocked you, but I was a little bit surprised that he blocked Smaggle for asking questions. That
I'm not
was my
surprised about
point.
that because I think what Smaggle did was dumb. Like he doesn't need to address anything. He doesn't need to disavow AP. So I agree with Tipster blocking him.
But do you disagree with Tipster blocking you?
I mean, he can do what he wants, but ultimately, I don't understand the reason. I didn't make
Okay.
fun of him. I just mentioned the news.
And you just find it weird that he talks about you behind a block.
Yes, it didn't address the situation.
Okay.
During that time.
He eventually would address the
Yeah,
situation,
right.
and it ended very badly.
Okay, well, those were my only things. I don't like AP. She's weird. I don't think
Does
any
anyone?
other of the goth bombies like her either.
And
So,
that's the
yeah,
most of you
that's
don't
it.
like me, which is what keeps me from being.
I
No,
like you.
That's
no,
not true,
because
Jesska.
I'm not allowed. I know. Tipster has a Discord server, and I'm not allowed in there.
You're not allowed in Tipster's
No,
Discord
I
server?
can't.
I don't know this.
I'm not allowed. I'm telling you,
Blackball, just
like
like me
everyone's
too.
like, "Oh,
We're one and the
Tipster."
same.
You're like, that's why I told
You're just like
Nick.
I.
I'm like, there is no harem because I'm not a part of it because I'm barred from it. Because
You're banned from the public Tipster.
there's a public
Discord
Tipster
server.
Discord server, then yes, I'm banned. Because I tried. If it's
Wow,
this,
Jessica, sounds like you're complaining about
fucking-
being
no,
banned from the.
I admit.
I'm joking,
No,
I'm
joking.
but it's
That was a good
real
one,
because
DJ.
if they're
Actually,
listening, Tipster, I should be allowed in your Discord server. I promise. I already apologized to half the girls in there that I fought with, so I'm pretty sure we're all cool now. If Salvo's watching, Salvo, unfucking ban me. Maya's not in there anymore, so I'm not gonna shit on her. Who else am I banned? And Death Noodles, you should have banned me from your Discord server too, because I didn't even do
Yeah, he's
anything in
watching
there.
this right now.
You know he will. You know he will. He's
Jessica, I've been told that you and I sound
well,
the
right
same.
now I'm losing my voice because of that.
No, you sound like you guys could be. You don't sound the same. You sound like you two could be
Maybe
sisters.
we are. We are
We're
sisters.
sisters.
It's actually true. Facts.
Okay.
But
All right, Leah.
but yeah, like anybody that bans me from their Discord servers is rude and misogynistic.
Those bitches. Okay, bye, guys.
Thank you, Leah. All right, y'all's choice: Creed, Slug, Doug, 83,
Niall.
or Nile.
Anyone but Slug.
All right, we'll go with Nile. Wait, how do I? Oh, this. Oh yeah, they changed everything up.
Niall.
Nile.
Hello. So I was in the Fabled as a moderator.
Did a great job.
Well. Okay. So it was originally meant to be Bunk for someone, and I don't know. I just came in there and called someone a retard, I think, and then AP DM me and was like, "I want to go at Ghosty." I'm like, "All right, go for it." That shit kind of happened out of nowhere. That was fucking wild. Not good. What I will say is, pretty much anyone else in this situation, like, for example, if your friend, did something fucking awful, you would be expected to speak about. You would be flat out. If you are known as this person's good friend, you are expected to say something. I had a band member like that I was in a band with pulled his cock out during a show. And I had a million fucking DMs after it being like, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Blah, blah. I had to state my opinion on it, right? It doesn't involve me, but I had to state my opinion. because it was completely out of my control what happened. But people want to know if I either avow or disavow. And that's part of friendships, right? You actually, sometimes you have to put your neck out there. Sometimes you have to evaluate if your friend is a good person. You need to make that distinction. And for you to just be like, I wasn't in the situation, I don't agree with it, but I wasn't in it. It's like, okay, you don't agree with it. That's great. This is pretty full on. Like, you need to make a stand either for or against and make it pretty clear. It shouldn't be people chasing you.
Yeah.
That's just kind of my thought process.
No, I had a question because you were in the stage. Because I've only heard the clip of the singular audio of only AP. When she started to get her kid over there, was anyone like, what are you doing? No, stop.
We were all yelling, no fucking way. No, don't do it. No, like, it was being repeatedly said to just not fucking do it. The N-word had already been dropped a bunch of times by AP in that call as well. And then getting a do it, and look, it's not out of AP's vocabulary to say that. We all know that. So the whole thing is, it's nothing really out of the ordinary. It needs to be just kind of like, yep, that's not good.
Yeah.
And move on from it. But because I think Tip has just handled this incorrectly, in his own personal way. That's just my opinion. I think just come out and be like, that was shit, and then you're good.
Yeah, I agree. In your opinion, AP over 9K, she claims that she was blacked out drunk. Do you think she was drunk in this call?
I could tell by her voice. Like, I could tell by her voice that she was drunk. Also, she had been passionately yelling for about 10 minutes prior that Ghosty is a pedophile. So that might have had something to do with why she was so rolled up. I'm talking like screaming, calling Ghosty a pedophile. So she'd been doing that for 10 minutes. So that was probably, a dead giveaway.
Okay, because Tomato Man seems to think that she was sober. So
she wasn't like slurring her words, but she definitely wasn't like in a clear state of mind.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right. You got anything else now?
I'm in the Tipster server.
Jessica, why are you defending Tipster so goddamn bad?
I feel bad.
Like, in this situation. Okay, feel bad
No,
from
I
afar.
don't want to do that. Who the fuck is Jessica Pizzle if I'm not bitching on Twitter?
But Jess, okay, so here's what I'm noticing. And like, I don't think you're a bad person, but what I'm noticing is you get into these arguments and then like you flip out and then people joke because you flipped out and then you're like, why are you joking about me? It's like, okay, well then, well, yeah, no, we're like, no, let's be real. That's kind of what happened exactly with David.
Oh, with the what?
With just beavers in general.
No, yeah. No, I understand. No, I flipped out and then I was like, why is everyone shitting on me? No, I could 100%. And no, you're right. I was laughing because how dare you call me out like that? However, I'm not really mad about any of this on Twitter. Like, I know that tone gets lost and I know that I kind of got pissy with Nick, but that's because that's fucking Nick and Nick pisses me off in general.
But it's Nick. That is Nick's like entire personality is to be the shitty commentary version of Destiny while just speaking in a heavy New York accent, trying to sound like a debate bro. It's very funny to watch from afar. Just don't engage with it.
Well, Jessica. I wasn't going to tell Matt not to let him in. I wasn't going to run away from fucking Nicholas DeOrio.
No. But you can just sit there and be like, you're done.
I mean, I ended up doing that. So eventually I learned what I was doing wrong and went with the right way. I mean, we learned. We're learning and we're growing, Niall. We're learning and growing. It takes a while.
Okay. All I'm saying is, as an older person in this community, I don't want to see you crying on Twitter about this.
I don't cry on Twitter about this. Not this.
DJ. What did DJ, what did you want to say?
Yeah, Jessica, you said something like tone got lost in translation or something like that. Well, I believe earlier in this space or whatever this is called, I think you said like I was melding, and I think I have less replies than you do. Like, honestly, I think I think you were like, if you weren't mad, then I wasn't mad. Okay, I don't understand how you weren't mad in this situation, but I was. Can you like explain that to
I
me?
can't because you're right. Right. I wasn't
Okay.
mad. I wasn't like, oh, how dare you guys? You guys are all fucking shitbags shitting on Hipster. Like it was more like it was more of it really just came down to like I told you before. I felt like just like you felt like I was dismissing what you were saying. I felt you were dismissing what I was saying, and it was my fault because I was using need and expect instead of want. So I was like, of course you want a fucking statement. And I felt like you were saying, no, I don't care about if he makes a statement. And that's where it came. But like tone, like when I was typing, my tone wasn't like, fuck you, DJ Screwdriver. Like, and I guess I don't.
Yeah, like I believe. Listen, I believe you when you say you're not mad at the situation.
No, you're
I can
right.
believe that,
I
but
can
I don't
concede.
understand how I was molding and quote quote. I think
Yeah,
that's
no,
the word you used.
that whole point was about because everyone was like, well, he can't be mad. I'm like, well, when people make multiple statements or even make one statement about, oh, I'm blocked or oh, this happened to me, everyone says, oh, you're molding or you're mad about it. So that's really what it came down to. And you're right, tone wise, I can't say for a fact that you were mad, and how dare I go against my own issue with tone against you. That's the only.
Just go.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank
A
you.
lot of this kind of seems like I don't know if you've seen the video of the trumpet guy.
No,
He's a guy
plays on a
who just
trumpet.
likes to walk- No, he's like, you're nothing. You're no talent. Who the fuck are you? That seems the argument that's being made right now is like, from Tipster's end is like, who the fuck are you expecting me to say anything? I reported on AP ages ago. I reported on Craze Beckett. Who the fuck are you? Yeah. Fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
It's a funny meme. Anyways, thank you, Niall, for coming on.
Niall.
Wow.
Who's up next?
All right, we'll go with Creed.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Core, Nick, Xylee, Chris, you want to go do raids? Because this shit's boring as fuck.
Okay.
Bye.
You know, Creed, you're a fucking asshole. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate Creed. Here's the thing about Creed. Creed will always say, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring. Oh, I'm a bitch. It's so boring. I'm a bitch. Dude, and then he'll just watch the whole time. The whole time. Sit down, watch the whole thing. If it's boring, stop watching. All right. Slug, Doug, or 80-30, guys?
Doug. I like that guy.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Jessica. Yeah, I do have one thing to say. I don't. You know what? Tipster does have one thing to respond to. Didn't he make a pact, like a pledge with AP of that they wouldn't drink anymore?
I don't know.
I don't remember that. Was it?
I
Like
remember that he said that on his stream.
Oh, I mean, well, they both are drinking, so I think that's
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so.
Damn,
Wow.
you really got Tipster right there. You knew.
Oh, you know. Well, Doug, you know, you win some, you lose some. I guess Tipster and AP both lost some, but Tipster did not make his kid
I
city
think
anyway.
that
So.
the
True.
real response to that we should support Tipster in his path to recovery to ensure that he doesn't fall off the wagon again.
Yeah.
True. And I have one more thing.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Doug.
To Jessica. Jessica, I love you. Okay.
Well, how funny would
I
have been
know.
if Doug was like, "Jessica, you're a cunt."
I mean,
Just-
I can't say her.
if from him it would be kind of shocking, but there are people listening right now.
No, but I'm talking about Doug. I'm talking about how funny it would be.
I'd be more hurt if Doug said it. I'd be like, "Oh my god, no! What did I do?" Yeah. Because I care, Nick. Because I care about what people think, and I don't fucking care what you think about me thinking about what other people think. Fucker.
Is Nick here?
He
I
was.
don't think
No,
he's
he
here
pops
anymore,
in and
Jessica.
out. He keeps on popping in and out like a fucking lunatic.
All right.
Oh, anyhow. All right.
All right. Thank you,
guys-
Doug.
You're welcome.
All right, 80-30, because I imagine that's going to be the next one you guys choose.
Yep.
Hey, 80.
Hello. So DJ, I was asleep in that Twitter space you had with Tipster. So what did Tipster say?
I didn't watch it either.
Okay. You didn't watch
No.
the space? Okay. Well, I don't know how to explain this if you guys didn't watch the thing, but
If we
I
watched it, we
I
would
hosted
need
a.
an explanation.
Okay.
I tell you what, I could literally
Please
play it
do.
for you right now.
Yeah, please, Matt Pitt. It's too.
Who's DMing me, bro?
I'm too
Okay.
tired to explain it.
All right.
What's up?
Hey, Tipster.
Yo, you want to know why you got blocked?
Why did I get blocked, Tipster?
Because you're making it like you're trying really hard to associate with me with a situation that I had nothing to do with. What the fuck does this have to do with me? Yes, I did something stupid, and the whole time you're naming me in your stupid fucking thread as if I have something to do with it. I have nothing to do with what AP did. I'm not AP's fucking handler, and I don't understand why like I have to explain the way I feel about it when I'm not the one who fucking did it. I'm not accountable for her actions.
Did I say you were?
No, but like, what do you think is the point of like fucking like mentioning me in the thread? Like, what's the point of that? She did something stupid that we can all agree is fucking wrong. But what the fuck do I have to do with that?
You're her friends, and that's how people know her.
So what? So we're doing guilt by association then? That's fucking
That's not
bullshit.
that's not guilt by association.
No,
that's just
literally
association.
guilt by association.
That's
You're
just
literally saying
association.
she's your friend, so you have to explain how you feel about it.
I
That's
didn't say
fucking
that.
retarded.
I didn't say that though. I just said she was her friend.
So what was the point of mentioning me in it then? What was the point of
To give-
mentioning me in the thread for
to
something
give-
that she did?
To give context of who she is. People don't know who she is.
Okay, bro. Yeah, I guess so. That's why you got blocked, because this doesn't have anything to do with me, and you really want to make it about me. Enjoy your little 15 seconds of fame, you fucking loser.
All right.
So there you go.
Yeah, and also I got a DM saying, okay, so Tomato Man
God.
says, I'm not driving right now. I can't join, but say from me, who's known AP for a year now and who has been in hundreds of calls with her. She was not drunk at all.
Okay.
So she wasn't drunk?
So
Is that what he's
That's
No,
what Tomato
according
Man claims.
yeah, that's what Tomato Man claims. But yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Being drunk is not an
No.
excuse for that. Even drunk,
Yeah.
who
No.
get over be like, hey,
That-
son, call this little
that
black
kind
boy
of
the N-word.
actually makes it. Wait, who's the black?
Spondyle, I think he's black. Is Spondyle actually
Ooh,
black?
Matt,
or is
you
that-
better know.
Mixed
You
people,
better.
I don't know.
He has color to him. I don't know what to tell you.
Person of color.
Does he?
This all started because I was doing a Discord stage with Bonk, and this turned into.
AD, you just
and then
give
Spondyle
everybody
was
the
cool.
content.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it kind of makes
Um,
it worse if she was drunk. So also, why are you drunk around your child?
I guess that would make it worse in that sense. But I mean, I don't know. I grew up with people who were drunk around me. Parents that were
And
drunk
you
around me
lost the
sometimes, but,
leg. So, like, see how that happened. See what
I
happened.
don't.
Yeah.
I guess. All right. 80-30. You got anything else?
No, not really.
All right. Thanks, man. All right. Slug. Oh, by the way, Ghosty, I saw you were in requests. I'd like to hear from you if you're still in here. I was gonna do a bit. There he is. All right, guys. Pick Slug or Ghosty.
Jessica, you got this.
Let's just get Slug over with. He's been waiting forever.
Oh wow, Slug
Yeah.
over Ghosty. Holy shit.
Wow.
Upset.
Well, I
Me
just
over
because you've been
Ghosty,
waiting
damn.
so long. That's all it is. That's all. I'm cool.
Yeah,
I love
it's
Ghosty too.
fine.
Like, but you've been waiting forever.
Hey, there's no need to pretend that anyone likes me. I'm used to it. No worries.
I just don't want to
But
get doxxed.
why?
I'm joking.
Okay, I know. I'm used to everyone making that joke. But why care about Tipster?
Because
in
Tipster's
all of
actually
this?
so unlike Nick. I don't consider everybody a friend, but Tipster is actually a friend. If he's like basically, if we don't have each other's personal phone numbers, then you're not a friend. You're just someone I talk to online. That's how I
That's
feel about
fair,
it.
yeah.
And Tipster, I consider an actual friend, and I felt so bad for him because when the AP stuff happened, like the way it hurt him that she did that to him kind of situation. One, told me just how close they were, and then to find out that this thing happened. Oh my God, this thing happened to my friend, and it's really bad. And to be like, I know I'm gonna have to say something about this, but I really don't want to. And then being kind of like forced to do it. Same thing, like I felt bad for Ready to Glare when she had to make her statement about Creepshow art prior to her wanting to. Like I felt bad for her there, but me and her weren't friends.
No, I understand where you're coming from, but it could have been done in a more tactful
I don't. And
way.
for me, like to ask me to do anything
Like
tactfully.
Jesska, I don't think you're an idiot. Jesska, come on. Unironically, I don't think you're an idiot, but you could have done this a lot better. Take it from the guy who's fucked up more times than anyone else. You could have done this a bit better, thought it through a bit, talked to Tipster, been like, hey, how do you want me to handle this? Are you doing okay?
Well, I didn't.
Talk to the guy first.
I mean, I could have definitely asked him, but he would have just told me not to worry about it.
Yeah, like, that's what you do at first. Like, I understand this urge to be like, hey, I need to protect my friend, but if your friend is not worried about it, you shouldn't be worried about it. I'm not downplaying how you feel. I'm not downplaying how you responded to it. I'm just letting you know that there were different avenues that hopefully, if anything ever happens in the future, you can improve.
Yeah. But we're learning and we're growing, and I mean, I'm.
Why do you sound like Maya every time you fucking say that?
Because Maya doesn't learn or grow. I guess I have no idea.
True. Also, send me the fucking videos so I can.
I don't know how. Because you gave me the link, but like you have to understand.
Well, first you gotta do is you gotta send Slug your full name, your address.
No, so Anon files, if you're using Android, you have to select the upload, select the video file and such.
I think I have like pop-up blocker on my thing because it just didn't pop. Like I clicked on upload and nothing popped up. So I gotta work on it. But I
can help you out with this at a later date. Like,
Slug, I got a question.
What's up?
Remember when I pitched you the trial of Slug for Shot from the Point?
Yeah.
We're thinking about doing that on Dead on Day. Would you still be down?
I'd be down for it.
All right. I think Dave's gonna get in contact with you.
Okay. Am I allowed to use my soundboard?
Yeah. Let him do it. 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 Let him do it.
No. We'll talk about it. I'm not gonna speak for Dave.
I'm asking to basically reference a clip that I did on Dave himself.
Anything in reference to the context of the case, you're allowed to. Anything to defend yourself, you can use.
Oh, I was going to. Oh, here's the clip. It's perfect. I'll just send it to you. But yeah, I'd be up for it. And DJ Screwdriver, I get that you wanted to be like, oh shit, hey, I want to know Tipster's thing, but like, it still feels like wishy-washy because, I don't know. If you're wanting to report on the situation happening, report on the situation happening first, wait for the response, and if there's not one in like a day or so, then you're able to pester him being like, hey, do you have a comment on this? You did good, like you archived everything. It's just, hey, rethink it, go slower.
Can you like say that again? Because I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Like, what did I do?
So, your thread on AP, that whole situation, and how you kept dragging Tipster into it. Now, I'm not saying
I disagree
you did
with that. I disagree.
Can you elaborate, please?
I used Tipster's name, right? I
Yeah.
used Tipster's name saying she was his friend in the first tweet. Then I linked the audio. Then I linked the part she's most infamous for, and then I linked the part where she's used the N-word in the past on a Tipster stream. Like, that could have been any stream. Like, it just so happened to be Tipster. So, really, I just said she was his friend.
Okay. So, it was like a tangential dragging him in. Like, tangential.
I mean, I just use, like, everything she's really like known for and made it into a thread to make it easier
Okay.
for like people to understand who this person is, because like people come in, like AP stuff like happened like months ago. Like
Yeah,
people
I
came in.
remember that. Craig
Yeah, but,
Beckett
like, new
tried
people-
selling it to me as well.
Yeah, new people come into the community like from 3 months ago. So like if people don't know who AP is, I wanted to let people know.
Yeah, that's fair, but like AP is known for leaking. I have all of your stuff pulled up on my stream as well. But it's like I like the information that you gathered. My biggest issue is like at the end of it, you could have been why the whole block, like bring up the block. Like I get that you were not mad. It just feels like irrelevant information.
Well, I thought it was relevant because like that was his first like response to like this like thing was that he blocked me, not like he said, "Oh, AP messed up," but rather the person reporting it, I'm gonna block him. It's like that was like a strange move to me. I didn't understand.
It is
that.
a strange move. I'm not going to disagree with that, but making that a point in your reporting kind of feels petty. Take it from the guy who's petty as
but
hell.
I'm not a news organization. I literally
None of us
did.
are.
I did. Yeah, I did tipster news in the first tweet. Like
No, I know,
wasn't,
but
like,
what you were
if you
doing...
read like the tweet, like it was pretty like memey. Like I
Oh,
like,
yeah,
used
it
all
was.
caps and yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like-
not trying to like be CNN or
Oh, no,
whoever.
I'm not trying to frame it as that. I do apologize if I am, but it just feels like you had a good streak going with the first tweet, the clip, the Spurg Archives quote tweet, the quote tweet from Psych Draws. It's just the block itself feels like out of place because at that point,
yeah, it is out of place because I didn't expect that. That wasn't a part of the initial thread, but Tipster blocked me like after I made the first 4 tweets.
yeah, but he blocks everyone. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
matter how big
he
or
blocked
small.
me before, but like it was just weird seeing because I reported on AP.
Last time he blocked you was in October of 2020.
Like he blocks me, he unblocks me. He's like
he's done
Buck
that to me
Slug.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's followed me. He's unfollowed me. He's blocked me.
So
refollowed me. Like yeah,
that's
I've
kind
been
of
through the
what
whole.
I'm trying to bring up. Like if he has a pattern of doing this, why is it relevant to the story?
Because it's his friends that's like that did something bad, and the first thing he did was block the person reporting on the news, not responding to the thing. If he just didn't respond at all, then like that's fine. Like he could just did
what
quiet.
if now this is kind of me thinking about it.
No, sorry, I
continue,
meant to
I
mute.
interrupted.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
No worries. But if you wanted to kind of get Tipster's take on it, this is kind of
I mean, I didn't really want to. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
No,
if I wanted
yeah.
his take.
Like, it really doesn't matter, but if you're going to have this whole thing, you could have easily just stuck to the AP stuff because that's more solid. And it brings up this idea of, like, oh, are you doing guilt by association? I'm not accusing you of that, but it brings up this idea that, oh, he's doing guilt by association. AP did this, so Tipster must be supporting it. When I don't like Tipster. I think he's fucking weird. But I know for damn sure he would never say anything like that. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I agree.
gives a bad
He wouldn't put his, like, he wouldn't have the take that what she did was okay. But, like, again, like I said, like during the John Swan situation, it would be kind of weird if Augie were to stay radio silent because his friend did something bad.
Well, that's a little bit different.
How so?
John Swan lied about something, and AP forced her kid to say the N-word.
But they both did something bad. So, like, what's the difference?
It's apples to oranges. They're both... oh, I thought I got kicked. Holy shit. But both did bad, but there is a level here that's not being seen. Like, you can't compare John Swan lying about dream nonsense to a mother dragging her kid to forcibly say the N-word to someone on the internet. When
But
the
if
kid...
if it's worse, then why wouldn't you respond to what happened? You would rather stay quiet on that subject, or
So, this is kind of my take on it. I'm not speaking for Tipster, nor am I trying to, but more than likely, he is going over everything, like in the background, because like Tipster or dislike him, he's still wanting to evaluate everything going on, because this is someone that he cut off in the past, recently brought back into his social circle, and now there's a large controversy surrounding her actions with her child. You kind of see where I'm coming from here?
yeah, but the thing I don't understand is his first action was to block me instead of like, not doing anything. Like he could have just took his time and got his whatever that saying is, got his eggs hatched or whatever.
Basically evaluate everything. Yeah, I get that, but it's his history of blocking and unblocking you. When you brought that up, it basically built a story like, okay, I'm used to being blocked and unblocked by this guy. Why do you care? Like, I'm not saying you're mad. I'm saying, why does it matter?
I think it doesn't really matter, but I just found that interesting. He blocks me instead of,
Yeah,
like
but
you agreed it was interesting.
It is interesting, but it takes away from what you're talking about. Like, Tipster blocks everyone. Tipster
Yeah, sure,
unblocks
but
everyone.
like I don't really care if it really takes away from anything. Like I just found that weird, so I posted. Like I don't see that.
Stop looking so deep anyway. Anyway, hey Slug, how are you?
Hey, Niall.
What's been going on with you lately? Because it seems like you've been doing a lot of opping.
What?
So there's been the Parking Tigers op. There's been
that
losing your
whole thing?
entire community op. It's been a lot going on.
Entire community?
Yeah.
Hmm.
People
Elaborate
leaving
on
en
that.
masse. Well, people leaving en masse.
Oh yeah, that's been settled in the background.
Yeah, everyone left except for one person.
No, not everyone.
And it was interesting because you do that Twitter space just after Salvo doxes himself because you threatened to dox him, and like you're saying in the space, oh, I'm going to be a better person, blah blah, all this sort of thing, and then you've gone and done the complete and utter opposite of that. So, at what point do people just stop letting you speak, stop wanting to hear your opinion? Because I don't think anyone wants to hear it. I think people just put up with it because you threaten with dogs, which isn't a good thing. That's kind of like saying, I don't want to kiss this guy, but if I don't let him kiss me, he's gonna stab me. That's essentially the point we're at here. So when are you gonna finally take the fucking hand and pour salt all over yourself and fuck off?
So, Niall, I've already addressed this stuff. I'm not going to dig into it further.
I don't give a shit if you already have. I asked the question on.
I'm not going to answer
you're
it.
Not going to. Okay. So why should people care about what you have to say if you're still going to continue down a negative path when you've been given more
I never said
than enough chances?
that I would.
More than enough chances, and then you say you're going to reform. You say you're going to be doing better each and every time, and you continue to do these shitty things.
Oh my God, Niall, you are stuck on a point that doesn't matter.
No, I think it's a pretty fair point because you're trying to preach morality or perspective.
I'm not
to
preaching
someone else.
morality.
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying like, oh, why would you do that in a tweet? Why would I take your
I'm
advice?
asking. I'm not saying take it. I'm just giving advice.
Then why give it? Why give it?
Because I can.
Okay, but why should people want to listen to you? Because the only reason they do, I'm just letting you know, the only reason they do is because, even as Jessica said jokingly, but it's true, is because people don't want to get doxxed. That's it. People don't want to listen to your opinion.
If I was going to dox someone, I would have done it already.
Okay, but you threatened to with Salvo, and you had collected the information, so...
Never had his info.
No, that's not what, like, literally someone involved with you said.
Oh man, isn't it interesting how the stream is able to be posted publicly?
Things happen off stream, right? Like, you are aware.
Uh-huh. Yes, Niall. I am aware. So,
Yo,
are you
this
wanting
shit is putting
to
me to
cause
sleep,
this?
and I just want to say my part. I got
That's
that DM
fine.
from Tomato Man, and I told 8030 to say, and he just said it. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, that's all you wanted to say? Something
Yeah, it
that's
was
already been said before?
No, it was the Tomato Man tweet. I got it, and I sent it to 8030 in case he got in first.
Yeah, that was like 30 minutes ago.
I know. That's why I unraised my hand.
How did you get back in the server, Ghosty?
I joined it.
Weren't you banned?
Was
old
he?
New account.
Yeah. I deleted
Wait,
my old
what
account.
happened to your old account?
Well, when you
I
flirt with
deleted it.
16-year-olds, you usually
Oh,
delete
okay.
it.
Fucking hell.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't flirt with 16-year-olds.
I didn't do anything like that at all.
I didn't do it, I swear.
I've never seen any evidence of that.
That's great to hear, Slugger. Don't care.
Niall, you just seem like you have some bone to pick over something that you made up.
I think you're an annoying piece of shit. And
That's
I'm just,
fine.
Calling you out for the shitty things.
You also
do.
called me some right-wing
Who brought the dirty
grifter.
toenails? Oh, no.
No, who the? I don't even have the ability. You're the only one with the ability.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Wait, there's Core.
Hello,
Who's
Chad.
dirty toenails?
Oh, well, we're about to find out.
Nigger.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! No,
Of course,
nope,
of course.
Anything else to say, dirty toenails? Okay, never mind.
nope. That's not cool.
That's not. Oh yeah, that's not cool. Hey, dirty toenails, get your kid to say it too.
Oh my God.
Wait, bring Doug in. Doug's pog. Doug's chill.
Doug's already talked. Why are you telling me who to bring in? Is your discussion with Niall over?
I have no idea. Niall is going to continue to spew on whatever made up things he wants about me, so I don't really care.
Ain't made up. I'm above you. Understand it. As I said,
I don't speak Australian.
As I said,
Sorry.
many moons ago, I am your father.
You
need to
also
listen.
called me
I am the
some
father that
right-wing
beats you.
fascist as well.
Yeah, I stand by it.
When I'm a very liberal dude. Very
yes.
funny.
Liberals known for doxing. What? Yes, shapiflously. Like I'm not taking this shit seriously.
Niall. Niall.
What?
You don't matter to me. That's why I'm laughing at you.
Great.
You seem bothered though. Hey,
Well, you
Riveter.
threaten to dox to people I know. I don't particularly like that shit.
Okay, that's not my problem.
What? Oh yeah. By the
You
way,
not liking something, Niall, is not my problem.
Shut up, cunt. So
Cunt,
let's
cunt,
say
cunty,
let's say I
cunt.
shoot up a school. Now the children got in the way of my bullets, so that's not my problem. If the
You shoot
families
up
are
a school,
upset,
that's not my problem.
not my problem. Because look, the bullets were in the chamber. I just shot them. Not my fault. Not my fault. Not my fault at all.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Niall,
Why
you did what you want, man. I don't care.
That's great, dude. I'm just
That's
here to call you.
great, dude. That's great, dude. Grr. That's great, dude.
Why are you trying to make me sound like an effeminate gay man?
Because you are.
I mean, I am queer, but effeminate, no.
Good for you. How's being
Okay.
vegan? I actually am asking. I've heard health
What do you have
benefits.
to say?
I've heard health benefits, and I want to know if it's a viable swap.
Yeah, there's a lot of salt in the.
Yeah, that's fine. So, are you saying aim more?
Okay, that's it. We'll bring in lethality. He's the last guy. Last caller.
Nice.
All right.
Hi, lethality.
Slug, shut up.
No,
Okay, like I'm sorry. I was
Valdy?
going to go off on DJ Screwdriver, but he's not here anymore.
Neither is
But,
Slug.
Like, Slug's gone. All right, well, fucking goddamn it. Also, all right, Niall, do you have? This is going to be a stupid question, but do you
Niall's
have
also
proof that
gone
he's-
lethality.
What the hell? Where's all the people that actually want to like?
Well, bye. All right, we'll go Needles Durbin. This Needles.
What up? Top Schizo here. So, fucking, what is the alleged substance that Tipster is struggling with? Is it really just alcohol, or is it insulin?
Okay, good one. I have no idea.
So he's the one that orchestrated all of that. The whole go there and say this, or what? The
Totally.
end.
Thanks so much. Riveter, what did you have to say?
I don't know. I was just listening and got drunk in here. I don't know.
JFA.
So I actually wanted to bring up a point that everybody hasn't acknowledged yet. Is that all right?
Go ahead.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Jay. Jessica, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for coming on to our stage and enjoying our stage. Hope you had a good time. Nick versus Jessica was a real highlight. And make sure to check out Shot from the Point. I think we will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, maybe. Check out Now Recording. We had 2 uploads today. We had a live stream where we covered where we had a debate between Bunk versus Cammy, as well as covering the tipster stuff and Floptina. And we also did a Now Recording podcast where we talked to Fineast. So go watch that. Go check that out. Thank you all for joining us. You all have a good one.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
And a Happy New Year.